Hello and welcome back to Beyond the Bulletin, the official podcast of St. Anthony of Padua. My name is Nate Hoffman.
What do you do here, Nate?
Today I'm joined by...
a little bit of everything. Michael Gormley, that's my name, Director of Evangelization.
What's up, Mike?
Oh, man, not a lot. I'm excited today.
Why are you excited today?
Well, I'll tell you why. Today, St. Anthony of Padua officially turns 25.
25 years old. Today is the 25th anniversary. Is the dedication of St. Anthony's 25 years ago, I suppose? Like that first Mass over at...
I believe it was the first Mass over at St. Oak Ridge. So good. You know, I used to go to Mass there.
Were you one of those?
I was not the first Masser, but I was there eventually.
That is fascinating. I've heard a lot about those times. Was it in the gym? Oh, we'll talk about all that later. I want to set the scene first because we're outside.
Yeah, we are
in the Piazza of St. Anthony of Padua.
Surrounded by the lush greenery, foliage.
I actually took some pictures and saved them of the pots behind me because these are so beautiful.
They are really beautiful.
They're unbelievable.
They're kind of nuts.
Yeah,
I actually took my senior photos in front of these yesterday.
I have to get my hands on those senior photos. Was it one of where you were here, and then you're fading into the background on the top?
Oh,
almost like
that's my favorite.
I love that
with
style.
my Letterman jacket. Absolutely.
Did you letter?
No, I was homeschooled. So yes,
everyone lettered.
Everyone lettered. My prom date, she was terrible. Hey, Sue.
Hey, Sue.
How you doing, Sue? Do you know what today is? Today's the 25th anniversary of St. Anthony of Padua.
Hello to Sue Muckenthaler. Sue, do you have 5 minutes? Come join us on the podcast, Sue. It'll take 5 minutes. We've got Sue Muckenthaler here. Hey, Sue, welcome to the podcast. Talk right into the microphone. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Doing great. So what are you off to? What are you doing today? What's so special? Cornerstone.
We're studying Romans this year.
Ooh, Romans, behave. That's my favorite book.
Paul, he is the character.
A lot of atonement theology in that book, right?
A lot of redemption, yeah. Every day for a solid, I would say, 6 months, I printed off Romans without any chapter numbers, any headings, anything, or any verses, Romans and Galatians, and I would just oscillate between reading those every day.
I'll have to check back in with you, Sue, after your study because I want to learn more about it. And I've heard it's like the catechism of the New Testament.
It's the closest thing we got to systematic theology. Now I'm nerding out. This is too much.
Yeah, this is too much.
So tell us about Cornerstone.
Okay.
Yes, Sue.
Well, Cornerstone is it's called the Cornerstone Catholic Scripture Study. It's out of St. Louis. It was formed there. I can't say exactly how many years, but it's been quite a few.
Yeah.
And we pick a book every year. They pick a book. They do a complete study. It's something that you do every day. There's 6 days. It's just great reflection. It's very personal.
Yeah.
It's a very personal journey. And it's totally spirit-driven, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
I just love it.
Is the whole Cornerstone study doing Romans this year?
Uh-huh. We all do the same book.
Deep dive. How many? Is it just a female study?
No. We have...
Males are also allowed.
Males allowed in your study?
We do.
Yeah.
We do allow males.
Can I tell you my favorite thing about Cornerstone?
What?
The amazing food when you guys have potlucks. They always invite me up for it, and I'm like, why? I mean, I can stop by. I can stop in.
I'm not even invited up, but I do get the leftovers that come down to the car bar afterwards.
There are some amazing cooks in that group. Yes, there are.
Yeah.
That's why I assumed it was just ladies, but they provide.
The guys can bring, I don't know, what do they bring? Utensils?
Whatever their
Napkins?
wives send.
Whatever their
Wives send.
Here's a quiche. I didn't make it.
Okay, Sue, we'll let you go up. I know you have
All right.
stuff to go, but first, how long you been in the parish?
Since the beginning.
Wow. What's your favorite thing about St. Anthony of Padua?
Community.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Community and our reverence.
Community.
Hey, where are we going in October, Sue? Where are we going in October?
We're going to the Holy Land.
That's right. We're going to the Holy Land.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I was just having dinner with Joey and Angie, and we were talking all about it. It was awesome. Not dinner, brunch. Good Sunday brunch.
Good Sunday brunch.
Hey, listen, there are a lot of people that are not from St. Anthony's going on that trip.
Yeah.
And I have really hyped you up, so pressure's on, buddy.
Oh, good. You're like, hey, we have a world-famous speaker coming.
We do.
And Gormley.
I keep telling everybody you're international because you spoke in Canada.
Twice.
Yeah.
Thank you. That means
You're
I'm global.
welcome. All right,
Awesome. Hey, you
have a
got
good
yourself
day.
a sticker. Get
Get
yourself
a
a sticker.
sticker.
Oh,
We're celebrating
thank you.
25
one to
years
get
of
a
St.
sticker.
Anthony of
I
Padua.
love it.
giving out these stickers to everyone who
Oh,
is
look
so
who else
nice
is
enough
here.
to join us.
25th. Happy 25th, guys.
It's a great day. I got to go.
All righty, have fun. Bye.
See you, Sue. That was Janine Braun, our facilities.
You gonna join us, Janine?
Facilities associate.
Oh, so do I.
She's got a meeting today. She can't join us. Janine is responsible for the facilities, the grounds. I suppose she had something to do with these plants. But she right now, our big project is the Our Lady of the Angels Chapel.
Yeah.
Which is just months away from completion.
Yeah, I mean, just imagine this. This is my favorite thing about Janine Braun. Not only is Janine a lawyer by education, she took over this facilities thing. To run our facilities is totally a full-time job. But then on top of that, she built a chapel, which is also a full-time job.
With her hands.
With her bare hands. And she's just done an incredible amount of work in the time of shortages. And we ordered, what's the stuff that just came in? The metal work for the chapel.
The liturgy, liturgical vessels, things like that.
Yeah, the candlesticks and all that stuff came in. Y'all did a great video on that. And the funny thing is, we ordered that like a year ago, and usually it's like a month turnaround time. The foundry itself was delayed in supplies, so
The foundry was floundering in.
it was a floundering foundry.
System delays. Janine has been a huge stud for us this whole time. Mike, do you like lawyer shows?
I do like lawyers.
I love lawyer shows.
Yeah.
I'm watching one right now.
Yeah, what are you watching?
Suits.
Suits.
It's about a guy who's a lawyer and another guy who's pretending to be a lawyer.
Okay, I can appreciate that.
I love it. I love law talk.
Now, let me tell you, I love Perry Mason. You ever watch Perry Mason?
That's an older one, yeah?
Yeah. What about Matlock?
An older one. You're really...
I know.
Kelly, how old are
whenever
you?
I would stay home from school, my mom would just put on daytime TV, and then she'd go into her office and work, and I would watch Matlock for hours.
Sorry, we're just getting... Yes, they're at communion. Thank you, Jay. So we're sitting outside. It's 9:30. It's 9:45. Mass is going on right now, the sacrifice of the Mass. The kids are there.
Mm-hmm. School Mass. Rambunctious as always. So in 1 week, guess what we're doing? Another school Mass.
Another school Mass.
And we're going to do veneration of the relic of the true cross. We're going to do a procession with the relic of the true cross, which is part of my liturgy team meeting that I have to discuss. And we are going to do, I'm going to give a little talk. I'm going to give a talk.
I'm excited for that. So that'll be on the 14th.
Yeah, that'll be on the
September.
14th, immediately following Mass.
All right, getting back to the school Mass. You know what I miss? Kids throwing up randomly in church. I went to Catholic school my whole life, and for years it was just commonplace that one of your classmates is just going to vomit on the pew in front of you.
Yeah.
And that is just how it is. That still happening?
No.
Are kids just throwing up randomly?
No. Don't you remember when COVID hit? Everyone stopped coughing, sniffling, sneezing in Mass. It has become the most sanitized place on the face of the earth.
There's a great video. My brother's a priest, and we were live streaming like in May of 2020.
Yeah.
Right when we were finally allowed to bring people back into the church, and we're live streaming. And Drew is my brother is cleaning the liturgical vessels after the Eucharist, and there's a cough that rings out in the church in the silence, and Drew stops washing the chalice. And he just glares at the person who coughed
Who
in
was
the
that?
church. How dare you?
Yeah. So when I was an altar server growing up at our school masses, I always served almost every school mass. It was the kid who not threw up, but the kid who passed out.
Oh, the pass out kid.
Yeah, the pass out kid. That was the best.
I did that once. I remember. And look at this. So Brian Jones is walking over. Brian is a semi-respected member of the staff. He is on the liturgy team. He does other stuff, I'm sure. He combs his hair every morning. Welcome, Brian, to the podcast.
Two things I want to correct you on. One, I'm not a respected member.
Right.
He's a disrespected member.
Right. Two, this is actually a toupee.
Oh.
There's a mannequin next to our bed, and my wife takes it off, puts it on there every night.
Does
So
she
it-
comb it and brush it too?
No, it's fixed.
Oh,
Yeah, it doesn't-
that's not
It's
gel.
made
That's
of,
plastic.
It's
Yeah, no,
made
it's
of
plastic, yeah.
sterling
Okay,
steel.
that's nice.
It
That's
does
nice.
kind of look like a
Yeah.
cap you might put on a Lego figure.
Yeah.
You just pop it up.
No, Stephen Lenahan actually told me that.
I'm behind. I'm 2 years behind Stephen Linehan in
yeah.
everything I do.
It's kind of a cool memory of the parish.
Yeah. That's one of my warmest memories in 25 years. Stephen Lenahan saying I have a Lego Man toupee.
I'm good looking, but in a weird kind of way.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
in an artificial way, I
That's
would
right.
say.
That's
Speaking
right.
of looking good, how's liturgy?
Valid and licit.
Ooh, both?
So, Bri, yeah, tell us what's exciting in the liturgy department. What are you guys working towards?
Sure. Probably the most exciting, tangible thing that parishioners would see would be, well, it's a little bit ways away, but we're working on a behind-the-scenes practice stuff, is we have communion patens.
Woo!
Which will be coming the first Sunday of Advent, which is November 27th.
Nice.
So as part of the Euster?
Euster.
Yeah, Euster. It's a city in Cleveland. It's really actually a great college there. But the the part of the Eucharistic revival, right? This is kind of what, sort of the answer to the question, well, what is the parish doing? What can we do to sort of partake in and kind of actualize the revival?
So by communion plates, you mean everyone is going to be served Holy Communion on a silver platter?
No, it's actually going to be in an envelope that will be taped to...
Again, back to COVID times.
Yeah. So the communion paten is actually... It's kind of this sort of this brass dish with about a 6 or 7 inch handle on it, and when you receive Holy Communion, either on the tongue or on your hand, it will be either under an altar server will place it under your chin to collect fragments.
Yeah.
Which
In case one drops.
Yeah, easily fall.
Boom, got it.
Or it will be placed under your hand, and yeah. So
completely unrelated to this, I gave a series on Every Knee Shall Bow, a different podcast that I do, but it's not as good as this.
I didn't know you were a podcaster.
Yeah, I do it sometimes. And we were talking about this document called The Reciprocity Between Faith and the Sacraments. And it was basically a document saying, why do people separate having my personal faith in Jesus from having a sacramental life? And one of the things that I illustrated there was just think about what communion patens mean. Because I went to a church where I would drop, people would faint all the time in the school masses. I went to a church where all the altar servers, we did the communion patens.
Me too.
No big whoop, right? No big whoop. But what does that say? It says, I believe that this really is Jesus, that not one crumb, not one visible fragment should fall to the ground. And that's what we're launching here. And I remember giving that talk a year ago, and I had mentioned it to you, and you're like, yeah, that's in the works. We're going to try to get that going. Mm-hmm. It's awesome.
At long last. So not only are we ensuring that communion, the Eucharist is not dropped on the ground, but we're communicating that we're ensuring that. You know, so every person who walks up sees this tiny, fifth grader, making sure that he's actively doing this with a very beautiful plate. It's not going to be the plate that I got on my wedding registry, which is
I think
orange.
you guys
wasn't that the painted plate of dogs playing poker?
It's going to be a golden. Is it gold?
Yeah, it's brass.
Brass,
it's
right?
Brass.
Well, that's what we call gold in the church.
Yeah.
And they're
Brass,
going to be
the
beautiful.
discount
And
gold.
going to be reverent. And
I
remember as an altar server, actually. Did you ever altar serve?
I did not.
Did you ever catch a fallen Eucharist?
Yeah.
Unbelievable feeling. It was like catching the last second touchdown. Fourth quarter. You pull it in.
I did
it. You catch it, and then you look around like, did anyone see that? Did anyone see me catch
That's what
that?
I did. I caught it and I just froze. Like, I don't know what to do now. I don't know what to do. And the priest just.
What would be cool, God, if you're listening, if the server caught it and then he like more weight than would be expected, that would be like a cool little.
It's a
miracle.
heavy host.
Yeah. Like, oh my
wow,
God.
this weighs as much as a human heart.
Dun, dun. That would be beautiful. I know God's working on future miracles. I don't know if he's thought of that one.
I think he has.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he has. And there was a children's book called The Weight of a Mass. The Weight of a Mass.
Yeah, it was actually the physical.
Yeah, a mass weighs 2 tons.
It weighs 2 tons.
The mass
Unless
of
I'm
the
there,
weight.
then it's 3. That's self-deprecating humor. We don't have a place for that. Well, Brian, thank you for coming. 25 years. How long have you been a member of the parish?
Well, let's see. We moved. Well, no, I was going to say, you're probably going to ask, I was sort of tipped to say a memory, but it was, well, my wife and I were married here.
That's right.
July 10th, 2010.
Wow.
We were married here.
I don't think I realized you were married here, even though I have your wedding day photograph in my bathroom.
That's right.
I want to get to the
story
bottom
with that.
of that.
Long story.
Yeah, but the chair and everything was on the other side. The celebrant's chair, everything was
Really?
on the left side.
Oh,
instead
right.
of-
They flipped it.
Yeah, so it's kind of weird to look at the pictures.
That's
Do you
awesome.
often look at those pictures?
Well, I think I'm fitter now, so it's kind of a better me is now.
So
You
your
know what I
before
mean?
and after photo, you living
Yes.
now is the after photo.
Correct.
That's actually,
Okay.
for anyone getting married, that's what you should aim for. Don't get fit. Don't get like a wedding bod.
No.
No.
Make it a bod that you can be proud of your current bod when you look back on those wedding
10
pictures.
years later, or 11 years later, and 5 children later.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thanks for coming
Well,
on,
thank
Brad.
you,
Thank
Brian.
you. Missed you guys already.
Oh, what's my favorite memory? So celebrating being part of Life Teen in my early years. Like I moved here from Oklahoma when I was already homeschooling, and to move to a new city when you're homeschooled really difficult. So I did 2 things. I got active in the local youth group, and I got a job. So because I was homeschooled, I worked during the day, and I worked at Peter Piper Pizza, your great place for birthday parties. This is Gomer. How can I help you? And that's what I had to say every time I answer the phone.
Is that still around?
The company is, but not in Houston. No, they terribly run. Anywho, and then I would come here, and I would spend probably 4 days a week at St. Anthony's, give or take. I volunteered for everything a high school student could volunteer for. I taught elementary catechesis classes, weekly classes. I did everything.
You've been around.
I have been around. That's warm memories, man. High school here.
All right, Mass is clearly out, so folks are streaming out. We hear some noise behind us. I'll tell you my favorite memory. A couple things.
Yeah.
One, my memories of, Emily's memories of the parish.
Come
Hey,
on over
kid.
here. Have a seat real quick.
Have a seat.
Real quick.
I saw the thing on Instagram last night.
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Doing well. Feeling
Happy
like a rock
anniversary.
star. Oh, thank you. OMG. You too. So what we're doing is we're asking everyone on the 25th anniversary of St. Anthony's, what's your favorite St. Anthony's memory?
Wow.
If you could pick just one.
And lean
Just
right
one.
into the microphone and tell us who you are and how long you've been
yeah.
at the parish.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Kent Graziano. I joined the parish, moved here from Denver, Colorado in November of 2006.
Okay.
And came right here.
Nice.
And then I was in the Spirit Song group, sang that first Christmas in 2006 when we moved here.
Cool.
So you've been involved in the music ministry
Yeah.
throughout your time here, right?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
Been in the music ministry. I was on pastoral council for a while, core team. I was the guard for elementary faith formation for a while. Before we had parents on patrol, I patrolled the halls here.
Nice.
All while my son was going through faith formation. So
The enforcer himself. That's
that was
awesome.
me. Yes, I got to take care of all the little boys who would wander off during class and have to bring them back.
From your sniper post. That's
Yes, that's
beautiful.
right.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
What are you up to now?
Yeah,
what are you up to now?
Semi-retired.
Yeah?
Yeah,
How's
yeah.
that working out?
Not too bad.
Yeah?
Not too bad. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, having the free time. That's why I can come to Mass at 9 a.m. on a Wednesday.
Right?
Well, I was going to say, Kent, we see you here a lot. At the daily masses, I see you at almost every time I go to a Sunday Mass, it seems like you're at that
That's right.
Sunday
Yeah,
Mass.
Yeah, I'm at the 9 a.m. Mass a lot of times.
Yeah. Tell us, if you had to say one memory, favorite memory at St. Anthony of Padua in the last 25 years?
Was the first time I sang with the full choir for Holy Thursday.
Oh, nice.
I had never been to a Holy Thursday Mass before, and we did, the entire procession through the church, the Eucharistic procession, the washing of the feet. The music was just so beautiful. I had not been to that service in my entire adult life. It was the first time I'd ever gone.
It's a beautiful one.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
The Triduum will get you.
I
Yeah.
think that
Yeah.
of the three, and Father David would say it's just one liturgy, but the
Yeah.
Holy Trinity, Holy Thursday is my favorite.
Yeah.
And especially musically, the kind of the after the Mass where the Eucharist is reposed and there's the choir. Usually the music is going or the choir is singing some really
Yes.
contemplative song.
So awesome.
And it seems like it goes on forever in the best way.
Yes.
You're just sitting there and
That was a
praying with
long
Jesus.
night vocally.
yeah.
Oh, I believe it.
First time I had sang that long in probably forever.
I've
Nice.
never thought about that. Like as someone who's part of the liturgy, the music of the liturgy.
It goes and goes
that's,
on
like
those
the
days.
Easter vigils and
On those
things. That's a
high
lot
feast
of
days.
singing.
It is a lot
Absolutely.
of singing. Yes, you have to be in shape vocally for that one.
I
That is
never
awesome.
really have thought about that. But thank you for your service in the music ministry.
You're welcome.
And thank you for everything else you do here at the parish, Kent. We really appreciate you.
Get this man a sticker.
Oh, yeah.
Happy 25 years of St. Anthony of Padua.
Awesome. Very good.
Alrighty. Awesome.
Very good. Thanks, guys.
Thanks
All
for
right,
popping
well,
on,
take care.
Kent.
Awesome. Thank
Take
you.
it easy. So Mike's out. Mike has a more important meeting to attend to. Janine's walking by. The whole of the school mess. Come on over here. Hey, Tina, how are you? You want to pop on the podcast? Have a seat. Welcome, Tina. So say who you are and how long you've been at the parish.
I am Tina Araho, and I am a founding member of this parish.
Founding member,
so
another
I was
founding
definitely
member.
going to come for this because I put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in this.
So one of the few hundred or so of those founding members. I'm
That's
always
right.
curious how
That's
many
right.
are left because
I don't know.
Because
I
you
don't
know you hear there's only a few hundred. I think I've met 700 founding members of St. Anthony of
Yeah,
Padua.
yeah.
You know everyone
Yeah.
everyone seems to be. So tell us, walk us through. Like, what have you been involved in through the years?
Oh my goodness! So, right when I got started, when we were over at Oak Ridge, I got started right away with the faith formation program for the littles. Right? I think it was Liturgy of the Word, where we take them out, at the 9 a.m. mass and the 11 a.m. mass. I believe we still do that, but that's where I started. And then I moved quickly into the Second Family Ministry and was very involved in that, where we develop a second family to help caregivers with relief from that. And then should I continue?
Well, no, I was
I've
just
been
going to
here a
comment.
while.
I was going to comment on that Second Family
Yeah.
Ministry. I don't know if we have an outreach ministry that fills that role anymore. I mean, obviously,
I'm not sure.
a lot of these ministries, 25 years is a long time for a single thing to keep going. So
that's right.
But it just came up the other day. Someone made a request, and we were like, how do we fill this request? I don't know if we have a specific
Yeah.
ministry that does this. And I think Barb or Mary.
Right.
said
Second
the Second
Family,
Family
we
might.
used to do that with Interfaith. And so Interfaith in Harris County, they would be our partners as well in that program. It's a very important program to provide a team of people that are assigned to a family, and they help that caregiver when they need to go out and run errands or get their own haircut and groceries and things like that. And we would stay with that person and read to them. We didn't do any hospice type care or anything like that, but we would read with them, keep them company,
Do the things a family member might
do the things a family member would do, and give them a break.
Yes.
Right. So anyway, Second Family, got involved with. I've been involved in the Dignity of Life ministry. I was a Respect Life coordinator for 5 years. I was the Respect Life coordinator for the Northern Vicariate for the Archdiocese. I established a Great Adventure program here at St. Anthony, which is a scripture study program.
Oh, it's still going strong.
Still going strong. I remember making lots of coffee on Thursday nights, wondering if where's this team going to come from that I know will come sooner or later, and I won't be doing this at all anymore. And that's exactly what's happened, and that's awesome. All my children, all their sacraments here at St. Anthony. I have a grandbaby and Little Saints right now,
No way.
so that's awesome.
Wow.
And now I am very happy to be on the Pro-Life Council, and I'm also going to be going forward with a new program, Walking with Moms in Need, which is a very big initiative. It's a year preparation for the parish. You can consider this an initial announcement, but it's
Tina?
really not. Father's going to make the official announcement,
He
so
is.
don't say anything about
Well,
it.
I know.
Please.
So let's lay some seeds, though, because
Yeah,
we've
yeah,
heard
yeah.
about this,
Yeah.
and I want to hear all about this Walking with Moms in Need
Walking with Moms
initiative
in Need.
that is going to be beginning at this parish. this year.
Yes, it is. Now, again, Father is making the official announcement, so this really, out of respect for
jumping the
Father
gun.
Jesse, yeah. I don't want to go too much into it because he will make a big announcement on 8th and 9th of October to the entire parish. And basically what it is it's the church's response, even before we even knew it would be a response so needed once Roe v. Wade was dissolved as the law of the land. Walking with Moms in Need was established in March of 2020 on the anniversary of the 25th anniversary of the encyclical, The Gospel of Life, Evangelium Vitae, by Pope St. John Paul II. And it was intended to launch then because of the call that John Paul asked all dioceses and parishes to do. What are we doing to help women? Pregnant and parenting moms, what are we doing in our diocese? And so, of course, COVID happened at that time, and so the program basically just kind of sat for a while, right? But then in this year, the beginning of this year, the pro-life secretariat for the USCCB just said, let's get going here. Let's get this reinvigorated and started up again. And I did not know about the program, but Father Jesse established the Pro-Life Council here at the parish. I was asked to participate in the council. And then as part of that, then I was asked if I would be open to considering setting up a core team to begin this preparation, a year of preparation for walking with moms in need. So what are we trying to do? What's the ultimate goal? Because it's a parish-wide initiative.
Sure.
Everybody's going to know about it and be involved in it in some way or another. Basically, it's as if you were in your regular life. Let's say you're in your circle of friends. You're just all your circle of whether they're from St. Anthony or not, whether they're Catholics or not, Christians or not, doesn't really matter. But you find out through your associations that there's a young lady that is experiencing a pregnancy that's unexpected. Perhaps she's unmarried, that kind of thing. And she comes up to you, Nate, because she kind of knows you're kind of a faith guy or something about you is, kind of open and that kind of thing. And she says, Nate, this situation's happened. And I don't know what to do. And you're an average parishioner, right? You're not Nate, the what you do here at St. Anthony's, right? You're just well, okay, but you just come to mass, you're just living your faith.
Yep.
You will say, you know what? I know exactly what you can do. Our church has an amazing program for women. Here's the code. What is that thing? A code called the
QR code.
There you go. The good old QR
Right.
code. Here's a QR code. Here's the website. It takes you straight to the landing page for Walking with Moms in Need. And in there will be every possible resource she would need, from financial, emotional support, medical support, material support, any support she would need to ensure that she will be able to have that baby, and that care will continue after the baby is born. But any parishioner would know just like that.
It's such a key goal, and it's so essential to have every parishioner supply them with the knowledge. Where we can send these people, because folks aren't coming to me. No one's asked me that question, but of the 8,000 families, say 20,000 individuals, this community has moms in need.
They're coming.
We know that we do, and there's going to be more and more.
Absolutely.
Because of the repeal of Roe v. Wade. Praise God. There's going to be more.
Praise God.
Praise God, indeed, that more babies will be born, but that also means that more mothers are going to need assistance.
And they need to feel like they can come to a Catholic church and get the support, the care, the love, and the understanding that they need right then and there. So that's what's so important about this program.
Part of the way I'm framing or thinking about this is that if someone in the Woodlands meets someone who needs a little bit of food assistance, they're going to say, you know what? St. Anthony of Padua, the St. Anthony's bread, you can get a couple $100 worth of food every, twice a month. And that's a great place to start. You can go there consistently, get back on your feet that way. And for 20 years, St. Anthony's bread has built up that reputation. So hopefully, folks, you don't have to be Catholic, you don't have to know anything about St. Anthony's, but SAB, line up on a Saturday morning and you can get a couple $100 worth of food. So eventually, that's what we want this program to be, the pro-life activity.
That's a great analogy.
At
That's
St.
a
Anthony's.
great comparison.
We want folks to just know across the town, across the North Houston area, that St. Anthony's, they have a Walking with Moms in Need group. Maybe some people won't even realize it's a church, that St. Anthony's is the Catholic Church here. They just think that's the name of the St. Anthony's. They offer stuff for moms, and then they'll
they
come
help
up
moms.
Here. Yeah,
they help moms.
We can lend assistance and then maybe evangelize in that way. So
that's right.
I pray that this initiative, it's just starting out. We hope it has
a year
legs.
Preparation, because a lot of people need to be. It's a major awareness program, and we have to recognize, Nate. And this is why I think there's a lot of activity and urgency in the pro-life area, and it will happen here at St. Anthony. I think some folks are already feeling this kind of urgency in what we're doing, especially with October Right to Life coming up around the corner. And that is this. every state contiguous to Texas, other than New Mexico, has abortion is illegal. So it's a felony in Texas if you perform one. Okay.
Right.
So that means that either folks will go to New Mexico, maybe, right? They're setting up a huge facility right on the other side of the border, okay? Or they're going to have their babies, and most of them will have their babies, and they'll be blessed by it, but also it's a real important call for us to be there for that. So
the blessing doesn't come all at once,
no, it doesn't. It doesn't.
It's difficult.
It is, but it's, hey, without contention in your life, without struggle, without something to strive for, that's what builds resiliency and that kind of thing. So anyway, but I do have a really wonderful story.
Go ahead.
Okay, so this is a cool story. It's probably my most favorite story to tell, especially when I was doing catechesis with young people, and even now on occasion when I'm with Life Team. I'm not doing Life Team, Core Team anymore, but when it's the right moment, I'll say this story. I was in the Adoration Chapel, it's years ago. Adoration Chapel, in line, getting ready for confession. Of course, it's very quiet, right? Everyone's very solemn, quiet, of course, right? The Blessed Sacrament is still exposition and so forth. And so it's prior to Mass on a Saturday. And so this mom comes in with two little ones and then one that's definitely looks like of age of reason, right? So coming in for their first, maybe their first reconciliation, I don't know. So anyway, so she's trying to quiet down the kids because they're rambunctious and everyone's so quiet and solemn and pious and everything, right? So she's trying to quiet them down, and I'm just praying, saying, Lord, just help her be calm. It's okay, it's okay. I don't want, I could feel her concern, right? Her strain. So I was like, please help her settle down. So I forgot all about it. I'm praying and I'm reading, in my scripture and everything. And so I don't even notice that the son has gone into confession on Father Tom's side. So you were here when Father Tom was here, right? So on Father Tom Rafferty's side, I was on whoever was there. I don't remember which priest. Anyway, so all of a sudden I'm getting closer and closer to go into confession. So I'm right here as someone could come out of Father Rafferty's confessional. So all of a sudden, the door just bursts open. Bursts open. It's crazy. And this little boy, the mom with the children, her older son, he comes out of the confessional and he goes, I feel great.
That's amazing.
And everyone's just falling in laughter, But you know what? That's right.
He was saying the feeling that many of us do have when we leave a confessional. Yes.
I love that story. I love that I was able to hear it and see it and experience it because, yes, I feel great.
The honesty of a child.
Isn't that awesome?
And not pretending that the only type of reverence is quiet.
It's right. That's right. It was so joyful, and that also brought me to bear, to understand that Lord said, be like a child.
Yes.
Breathe like a child. Have the joy of a child.
That is a great story.
That is one of my most favorite stories.
Thank you for sharing
ever.
that, Tina. I really like that story. And thanks for popping on the podcast.
I know. It's a long one. You're going to have to probably take that last
All right. Thanks a ton, Tina.
Great.
Appreciate it.
I don't need you to end it by yourself.
Hey, Jay.
Hey, how's it going, Nate?
Welcome to Beyond the Bulletin podcast.
Thanks. This is my third time on, I think. I joined with Gomer once, back when it was Gomer and Steven Lenahan was out of town, so I joined Gomer. That's when it was a video podcast. We filmed it in a youth room. I can't even remember what we were talking about. I was so wildly out of my expertise. Like I was out of it was in the deep zone.
That's every day for me, Jay.
It was rough. If you go back and watch that podcast, I'm just sitting there kind of like, and he gave me a few softballs, and I got like a couple of them, but like it was rough. And then,
those two are boisterous and they talk a lot.
That was a unique. That's a very different vibe podcast for Beyond the Bulletin than we have now, and I love them both. But I was out of my element on that one. And then I joined you and Gomer. I can't remember how long ago we talked about just creating good content, and just like the digital media, that stuff.
We recently were at an archdiocesan conference
The
talking
parish
about
engagement conference, man, that was so much fun.
So this is actually kind of cool. So the communication director at the Archdiocese, Sean O'Driscoll, invited us to come down and speak to other parish leaders and content makers, pastors even, about online media engagement.
Yeah, digital content creation. Yeah, we were like the only non-vendor.
Yeah,
like,
Flocknote was there.
Yeah, some big names.
Bulletin producers. Everyone else who was speaking at the conference was selling something.
Yeah, we're two white dudes from the Woodlands who were like, we make really good online content. What's up?
Yeah, so we got to speak about mostly what Jay does with the video stuff, the audio stuff, the social media stuff, and we got to meet a lot of cool people. So that was really an honor to go down there.
Don't gloss over your expert communications and your flock notes and your way to kind of reach all the edges of the parish. So we're the Jordan and Pippin of Catholic Communications.
He says Jordan and Pippin. I have always said it's more Steve Kerr and Rodman.
Steve Kerr, yeah.
But
we haven't decided who's which for that combination. Hey, John Clark, our seminarian.
John Clark just walked by. John Clark, do you have a second?
John Clark, you want to get on the podcast?
Oh,
yeah,
he does.
let's go.
He's got a second.
All right,
Look
I got to adjust the camera.
John, tell us about yourself. What are you doing here?
So, my name is John Clark. I am a seminarian studying to be a priest for the Archdiocese of Galveston-Houston. This is my 5th year of 7 years of formation, and I get to be here for the whole year until May. And it's gonna be a great year. I'm really looking forward to it, being around all parts of parish life.
Yes, we are excited to have him. John went to school with my wife, Emily.
That's right.
Hook 'em horns?
Hook 'em.
Go Horns.
Hey, I love for that. Yeah, and John, we did camp, Life Teen Summer Camp back in the day.
That's right.
You were in the kitchen.
I was.
That's
I did
right.
a
Man, you
summer
were
in the
whipping.
kitchen at Life Teen Camp Covecrest 2016.
What were you doing? Chopping veggies?
little everything.
I did fruit salad for 2 hours, 3 days a week, and we would listen to Texas red dirt country while cutting fruit.
I think I have a very similar experience. I worked at a summer camp type thing in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And we fed 300 kids every
day.
night, every day. And you really can't get too creative. It's not like you're making creme brulee for these kids. So I was the salad guy, and I would chop tomatoes and cucumbers and toss salad also for hours a day.
Yeah.
And then serve it to these kids. And they'd ask for more tomatoes, and have blue cheese dressing on the side. And I'm like, you're not getting that.
Sounds like a nice camp.
Well, we didn't have any of that. They're just nice kids who wanted extra stuff.
Man.
We
John,
don't have that stuff.
John, 13 weeks serving up in the mountains of camp. Did anything from that summer serving as a summer missionary kind of prepare you for the kind of the seminary life?
Yeah. So that was my between my freshman and sophomore years at college, and a great part of the Life Teen camps and being a missionary is that you're praying a lot and praying in community, which is something we do all the time in seminary. So every morning there was a half hour spent in Eucharistic adoration. We called it a holy half, and then we would pray morning prayer. And especially, I think just having that rhythm of prayer really helped set me up for the rest of my college time, and discerning seminary well, and just sort of you can't discern without a prayer life, and so camp was a huge part of sort of making that a part of my day to day.
Love it.
Love it a lot. Shout out to Life Teen. Covecrest or the other one?
Covecrest,
baby.
Hidden Lake.
Hidden Lake is great. Hidden Lake has come a long way. And
Hidden Lake is awesome.
I don't even work for Life Teen anymore. I'm still repping.
You used to work at Life Teen. So again, my wife used to work. I never remember which camp she was
did
at.
Hidden Lake. She
was
did
at
Hidden
Hidden
Lake.
Lake.
Hidden Valley Ranch.
That's right.
John, should we give any the people this video and this podcast will probably come out pretty soon, but should we give everyone a teaser for the content we're making with you pretty soon? We got a spicy video idea that I think Nate might tap out of. I think it might be John and I up in the studio.
Oh, I'd love that.
You will probably
I would love that.
see me cry for
Yeah,
various
John
reasons.
and I are going to have a new video coming out soon for you guys to get to know him a little bit more. This has been a great chance for him to pop on and tell you a little bit about himself. But we're gonna do a little bit of an interview style video with a little spicy twist. Probably sometime next week. So I'm looking forward to that one.
Can't wait.
All right.
Good to have you on.
Good.
John.
Thanks for grab
I'm
a
late
sticker,
for a
John.
meeting.
Yeah, go get your meeting. This was an idea I've had for a long time. I want to do more of this kind of like parish interaction stuff. But this was awesome. Thank you, Nate. Thanks, Gomer. He's off his meeting. Thank y'all for watching and listening.
Thanks
Man.
to Sue Muckenthaler, Tina Araho, King Graziano, and John.
And I guess Brian, if we want to.
Yeah, Brian, too.
We don't have to. But
This is cool. Jay, good idea.
hey, thanks, man. Thanks for hosting it. Thanks for your great podcast skills. And yeah.
And happy anniversary to St. Anthony of Padua, 25 years old, and the celebrations have just begun. It's going to be a fun
Ooh.
year.
Any events coming up that we want to just plug real quick?
Well, Plating Grace is actually sold out. That's going to be
Sold
on
out.
October 1. But the kiddos, the Life Teen folks, are going to have on October 2 the same event. So if you're a member of Life Teen, you're going. Just a heads up. We've got an All Saints Day festival coming up on November 1st and a golf tournament in early December.
Register for that. That's going to be. It's always, I think, one of my favorite events to film. Yeah, register if you're a golf fan. You want to see a beautiful golf course in December. R.I.P. Deacon Mike. Get out there and
I guess the Pines.
yeah.
All right, fellas. Fellas?
Felks.
I was going to say folks and
I think,
fellas.
yeah, you said folks and fellas. Felks.
Well, I'm outside, and we're podcasting, but it's outside, so I'm out of my element, and we're grateful. Y'all, have a good one.
Have a great day. Happy anniversary. Cheers, 25 more.